Hi, my dear student friends. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss the step response analysis of undamped system and critically damped, also over damped system. Along with this, we also we are going to discuss some problems related to step response analysis of all the four control systems. Okay. First, we see undamped system. Okay, what is step response of undamped system. Undamped. Okay, undamped control system. So, what is undamped? When zeta equal to 0, there is no friction at all. Okay, so we know that C of S by R of S equal to C of S equal to R of S into G of S, right? So what is C of S? Omega n square divided by S into S square plus omega n square. So in the standard second order, we know that the standard second order system is C of S by R of S equal to omega n square divided by S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square, in which if you put zeta equal to 0, we'll be getting S square plus omega n square. This R of S is equal to 1 by S step for step response. So if we put these substitutions, so C of S becomes omega n square divided by S square plus omega n square, right? So what we are going to get, we have to find C of t. Okay. So how to find C of t? By taking Laplace inverse of this C of S. So before taking Laplace inverse, we can simplify this C of S by partial fraction method. So what is C of S? We can write C of S equal to A by S plus Bs plus C. Okay. So A by S plus, so Bs plus C, because denominator is a quadratic. So Bs plus C divided by S square plus omega n square. So if we apply taking, so first we take C of S equal to LCM S into S square plus omega n square. The numerator A S square plus omega n square plus Bs plus C into S. Okay, so we can get it as AS square plus A omega n square plus Bs square plus Cs. So in the left hand side, we are having only omega n square. So we can simply get the solution for A by substituting S equal to 0. Substituting S equal to 0. So put apply S equal to 0 here. So this can J becomes 0. These things become 0. So from this result, we can get A equal to 1. Okay, A equal to 1. Then compare the coefficient of S. Okay, comparing coefficient of S term on both sides. S term on both sides, right? On both sides. What we will be getting? So left hand side is 0. No S term in left hand side. Right hand side is CS. C, okay, only C. So C equal to 0, okay. So similarly, C equal to 0. Next, compare the coefficient of constant term. Comparing coefficient of constant term. So what do we get? So is omega n square equal to comparing constant term or a second order S term. Okay. We already compared, right? So S square, so B plus B compare of constant term S square. Okay, S square. Okay, comparing S square term. So A plus B equal to 0, right? So A equal to 1, A equal to 1, then B equal to -1. Okay, B equal to -1. So finally, what we get, C of S, A equal to 1, B equal to -1, C equal to 0. So what do we get? Substitute to C of S equal to 1 by S minus 1 by, S by S square plus omega n square. All right? Omega n square. So you now apply Laplace inverse. Okay, Laplace inverse transform. So what do you get? C of t equal to 1 minus S by S square omega n square cos omega n t. This is the response equation. That is undamped system. So if you put C of at t equal to 0, what is C of t? So C of 0 equal to t0 cos 0 1 1 minus 1 0. So it starts, the response starts from 0 and t equal to 0. When t equal to infinity, C of t equal to infinity. So what is 1 minus cos infinity? Cos infinity. So what is cos infinity? This minus, it will become, say, sine cos inverse. You can replace cos by sine. Okay. So what is the cos by sine? 1 minus cos omega n becomes 2 times. It becomes double, right? So the response is double, right? So this is the unit step response of undamped system. So it oscillates about the step value. So one is the steady state value. So it oscillates around the steady state value. So this is cos 1 minus cos inverse response, right? Next, critically damped. Okay. Next is critically damped. Critically damped system. So zeta equal to 1. So step response of critically damped system. Step response. C of t at zeta equal to 1. So what is C of S? C of S equal to zeta value, substitute zeta value 1. So it becomes omega n square divided by S into S square plus 2 omega n S plus omega n square. Okay. So what we are getting here, S plus omega n the whole square. Okay. So this becomes omega n square divided by S into S plus. So this term becomes a perfect square, S plus omega n the whole square. So S plus omega n the whole square. So again, as usual, we take apply partial fraction. So C of S equal to A by S plus B by s square plus s plus omega n the whole square, first square term. Another is first order term, s plus omega n, right? So if you compare similar to previous problem, you take a partial fraction method. What is that? Common term s into s plus omega n the whole square, a s plus omega n the whole square plus b into s into s plus omega n plus c. Okay, so c, no, only s, right? Sorry, bs plus c, here only s into s plus omega n. So left hand side is omega n square equal to. So here similar to previous problem, put s equal to 0, s term equal to 0. So this term vanishes. So this term also vanishes. So what we get? A omega n square equal to a omega n square equal to omega n square. So a equal to 1, right? A equal to 1. Then comparing the coefficient, right? Comparing the s coefficient. So we will be getting b equal to minus omega n. Then c equal to minus 1. So similar to previous problem, you can do. Okay. So what we get? Finally, c of s equal to 1 by s minus omega n divided by s plus omega n the whole square minus 1 by s plus omega n. Am I right, my dear friends? Okay. So if you take apply Laplace inverse, it becomes c of t equal to 1 minus. So numerator is omega n, denominator is s plus omega n the whole square, right? So here we can apply shifting theorem. So if you apply shifting theorem, the new denominator becomes s square. So numerator we shift omega n t into 1 by s square. 1 by s square is t. Okay. So 1 minus omega n t e power minus omega n t minus of this directly, this s plus omega n is minus theta omega n t. So this is the step response of critically damped system. So you see this is the step response of critically damped system. If you vary omega n, so this is the pole s plane, pole 0 diagram. So there are two poles at the same point, 2 poles. So s equal to s1 equal to minus zeta minus zeta omega n, s2 also minus zeta omega n. Okay, s2 also minus zeta omega. So pole at the left half of the s plane. Okay, at this junction. So this is the critically damped system. If we increase omega n, the response is increasing, right? So omega n2, omega n3. So the step response, when the omega n is increasing, settling time decreases. Also time constant. Okay, it's similar to first order system, critically damped. Okay. So next is step response of over damped system. Over damped system. What is over damped? Over damped is when zeta is greater than 1. Zeta equal to greater than 1. Step response of, so c of t, we have to find c of t at zeta greater than 1. So we know that c of s equal to omega n square divided by s into s plus the square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. So C of S equal to this. 1 by S is step response. Laplace transform of step response. Okay. So see the poles of this overdamped system is S1 and S2 equal to minus zeta omega n plus or minus omega n into square root of zeta square minus 1. Okay, so zeta is more than 1, so there is no complex pole here. So C of S equal to, as usual, we can do the partial fraction as A by B, A by S plus B by 2 poles are there. So S plus zeta omega n minus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1 plus C, another pole, S plus zeta omega n plus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1. Right? So you take LCM for this. So you will be getting A omega n square equal to A S square plus 2 zeta omega n S plus omega n square. Am I right? Plus B S of S plus zeta omega n plus omega n square root of 1 zeta square minus 1. Okay. Plus another term C. S CS equal to S plus zeta omega n minus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1. Okay. So divided by the LCM. Divided by S into S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. So now compare the coefficient, right? Put S equal to 0. Let S equal to 0. As usual, A omega n square equal to omega n square. So A becomes 1. Then compare the S square term, comparing S square term. So becomes A plus B plus C equal to 0. Okay. So A equal to 1. So B plus C equal to minus 1. B plus C equal to minus 1. Then compare the S. Comparing S term. Comparing the coefficient of S term. Okay. Coefficient of S term. So what do we get? So S term is 0. Comparing, there is no S term on the left hand side. So we will be getting 0 equal to A 2 zeta omega n plus B. See here comparing A 2 zeta omega n. Here B zeta omega n. B zeta omega n. B of okay. B of zeta omega n plus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1 plus C of zeta omega n minus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1. Okay. So 0 equal to zeta omega n plus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1 of B minus C. Okay, of B minus C. So B minus C equal to minus zeta omega n divided by omega n square root of zeta square minus 1. So what is omega n cancel? So B minus C equal to minus zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1. Okay. So from this expression, what do you get? B plus C equal to minus 1. Okay. So B plus C equal to minus 1. You know that B plus C equal to minus 1. Then B minus C equal to this. If we solve this, so it becomes 2B equal to minus 1 minus of zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1. Right? So B becomes, so we can get B becomes minus 1 by 2. Okay, 1 plus zeta by square root of zeta square minus 1. So B plus C equal to minus 1. So to substitute this value here, so we will be getting C equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 of 1 plus zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1. So this is C value. Okay, C value equal to minus 1 of plus 1 by 2 of 1 this. So this equal to C value. So B value, then C value. So B value equal to minus 1 into 1 plus zeta by this. So if you substitute these values, then you will be getting so C equal to minus 1 by 2 1 minus zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1. This is C. So now we can write C of S equal to A value 1 by S minus 1 by 2 of B value is 1 plus zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1 here into 1 by S plus zeta omega n minus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1. C value is minus 1 by 2 of 1 minus zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1. Okay, into 1 by S plus zeta omega n plus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1. Am I right? Okay. So if now apply Laplace inverse transform, Laplace inverse transform, we will be getting C of t. So what is C of t? We will be getting C of t equal to 1 minus, this is the constant term, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 of 1 plus, okay, 1 plus zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1, okay, into, so this term becomes S plus of this is S minus of this. So this become a common term for both the thing. So we will be getting e to the power for this term. So S plus A, this is S plus A, this is S minus A. Okay, so S plus A, this is S minus A. So what do you get? So we will be getting e to the power minus zeta omega n plus square root of, so this is minus, right? So e to the power minus. So C of t for this term, S plus of this. So e to the power minus of minus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1 into t. Then minus 1 by 2 of C term, 1 minus zeta divided by square root of zeta square minus 1. Am I right? This is constant. So this S minus A, this is also S minus A. So e to the power minus of zeta omega n plus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1 into t. So this is the step response of critically damped system. Okay. So what is the critical damped system response? So this is the critical damped system response. Similar to that, we can put t equal to 0. When t equal to 0, e power this is 0. Okay, e power minus 0, e power 0 is 1. So similarly here, if we substitute, so for we will be getting 0 value. So C of t equal to 0 at t equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, when t equal to infinity, it settles at 1. So it settles at 1. So this is the overdamped response. Overdamped response of second order system. So you see here, there are two poles lying on the left half of the plane. So S1 and S2. Okay. So S1 and the S2. So this is the response of second order system. Second order overdamped case. Clear? So see, this is the step response of various system, various values of zeta. This is the step response of second order system, second order control system for various values from 0 to zeta less than or 1. Okay. So zeta, when zeta equal to 0, it is undamped case. So the value is 2. Okay. So it oscillates about the set point, the steady state value of 1. So this is the steady state value. Final steady state value. Steady state value equal to 1 for step response of unity feedback control system. So when zeta is more than 1, okay, when zeta is more than 1, so overdamped system, zeta, when zeta equal to more than 1, overdamped system. Okay, so this is overdamped system, overdamped response. This is critically damped system. Critically damped system. It's like a first order system. First order step response. As zeta increases, as zeta decreases, overshoot increases. Maximum overshoot increases. So this is underdamped system. Zeta equal to 0.1. These are all underdamped system. Underdamped system. Step response of underdamped system. Understand? So with this, the 4 types of we have been analyzed the 4 type of second order system step responses. So the step response of first we see step response of second order control system for underdamped case, then undamped case, then critically damped case, and overdamped case. With this, we finish the time response of analysis of the second order systems. Clear? See, let us discuss some problems. Okay, some problems in the time response analysis of second order system. So this first problem number 1. A system is represented by dy by dt plus 2y equal to 4t u of t. The ramp component in the forced response will be A, t into u of t, B, 2t u of t, C, 3t u of t, D, 4t u of t. Which is the correct answer? Let us see. Let us find. Okay, the system solution. Okay, solution. The system is given by dy by dt plus 2y equal to 4t u of t. So, but just find the transfer function model from this system, y of s by u of s. So, apply Laplace transform. So, what do you get? S into y of s plus 2y of s equal to 4t u of s. Okay. So, y of s equal to, so take common, so 4 divided by, okay, y of s, sorry, the t, no, 4, t into u of t, apply Laplace transform on t into u of t, will be getting s square, okay, 4 by s square. So, y of s equal to 4 by s square into s plus 2. Right, s plus 2. So, y of s equal to, say, we want to get y of t. So, y of t is, so before getting applying Laplace inverse, let us apply partial fraction for this. So, we can get y of s equal to, say, a by, okay, a by s square s plus 2, you can simply put a by s square, sorry, a by s plus b by a by s square plus b by s plus c by s plus 2. Okay, so apply Laplace, sorry, partial fraction method, then find the coefficients of a, b, c. Okay, so what you will get? A becomes 2, b becomes -1, c becomes 1. So what will get? So y of t equal to 1, sorry, 2 by s square, 2t minus 1, for this minus 1, b minus 1 plus plus s plus 2 inverse e to the power minus 2t, e to the power minus 2t. So y of t equal to 2t plus minus 1 plus e power minus 2t. So in this, which is ramp component, this is 1 plus. Which is ramp component? Ramp component is 2t. So the ramp component is 2t. So which is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. Okay. So next is the Laplace transfer function of f of t is f of s given, f of s given, Laplace transform is given. Final value of f of t, we have to find the final value of the f of t. So which is the correct answer? So for poles solution, the poles of, okay, the poles are at poles of f of s, right? This system f of s has poles at 2, 1. That is s equal to plus or minus j omega. Plus or minus j omega. In S plane, it is lying on the imaginary axis. So plus j omega. Another pole is minus j omega. One pole is plus j omega minus 2. So system oscillates. So this is system, the system oscillates, okay, oscillates with a fixed amplitude, sorry, with a fixed amplitude of frequency omega radian per second. Frequency omega radian per second. Hence, Hence, the final value cannot be determined. So which is the answer? Correct answer here? D is the correct answer. So none of this. So next is, so the find the transfer function of system given under the unit step response. So we have to find transfer function. So transfer function is y of s by x of s. Then we have to find the step response, unit step response of the y of t, right? Y of t. Then we have to find y of t step. Input is step. That is r of s equal to 1. Clear? So what is simplify this? Y of s by x of s, y of s by x of s equal to these two are in cascade. This forward. This is also forward, but negative, right? This is negative. So this 6 by s plus 2 minus 4 by s plus 1. So taking LCM, s plus 2, s plus 1, 6 into s plus 1 minus 4 into s plus 2. So if we simplify this, we will be getting 2s minus 2 divided by s plus 1, s plus 2. S plus 1 and s plus 2. Clear? So y of s equal to for given, this is transfer function. This is the transfer function model. So this is the transfer function. Okay. So next we have to determine the step response. So y of t when step. So step is x of s equal to 1 by s. So y of s equal to, if you bring that s to right hand side for the given input, so 2 of s minus 1 divided by s into s plus 1, s plus 2, right? S plus 1 and s plus 2. So now, as usual, let us substitute the partial fraction method. So a by s plus b by s plus 1 plus c by s plus 2. Okay. So as usual, do the steps for Laplace partial fraction method. You will be getting a equal to minus 1, b equal to b equal to 4, c equal to minus 3, c equal to minus 3. Okay, try to solve yourself. Then apply Laplace. Why are we substituting this? Y of s equal to minus 1 by s plus 4 by s plus 1 plus, minus 3 by s plus 2. So apply Laplace inverse transform. So y of t becomes minus 1 plus 4 e power minus t minus 3 e power minus 2t into u of t. So this is the step response of the system, control system here. Next we see the system shown in here. Determine the value of A. We have to determine this value of A such that the damping ratio of the system is 0.5. Also obtain the values of delay time, rise time, peak time, percentage overshoot, and the settling time for plus or minus 2% tolerance. We know the formula for everything. So let us first simplify the system. So find the C of S by R of S. So what is C of S by R of S? C of S by R of S equal to So solve this G of S. This is G of S. G, this is H. So what is C of S by R of S? G divided by 1 plus GH. G divided by 1 plus GH. So what is C of S by R of S? We'll be getting C of S by R of S equal to 16 by S into S plus 0.8. Okay, we can directly substitute the values 60 divided by S into S plus 0.8. Okay, into 1 plus AS. 1 plus AS. So they can take a common denominator for both numerator and denominator. So this cancel becomes cancel. So C of S by R of S. C of S by R of S equal to 16 divided by, if you simplify this, 16 divided by S into S plus 0.8, S plus 0.8 plus 16 into 1 plus AS. Okay. Then this is C of S by R of S. So what is C of S? If you bring R of S to right hand side, C of S equal to, multiply the entire term. So C of S by R of S equal to 16 divided by S square plus 0.8 S plus 16 plus 16 AS. 16 AS. So this is a second order system, 0.8 S. 0.8 S. So we can write it in the standard form, C of S by R of S, S square plus 2 zeta omega and S square, denominator term is bring it to common term with the coefficient of S square, S and constant. So if you do that, S square plus S into S into, if you take S as a common term, 16A plus 0.8 plus 16. So this is the standard. So this is comparing with S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. So we always compare the constant term. So omega n square equal to 16. So omega n equal to 4. So 4 is this over, right? Next, compare the 2 zeta omega n term. So 2 zeta omega n equal to 16a plus 0.8. 16a plus 0.8. So what do you get? 2 into zeta. Zeta value is given. So what is the zeta value? 0.5. Find the damping ratio for 0.5. So this 2 into 0.5 into omega n is 4 equal to 16a plus 0.8. Okay. 2 into 4, 8. 8 into 0.5. 8 into 0.5 is 4. So a equal to this side 0.8. 2 into 2 into 0.51. 1 into 4. 4. 4 minus 0.8. 4 minus 0.8. So A becomes, you will get A equal to 0.2. For the damping ratio, theta equal to 0.5. Understand? Next is, this is a series RLC circuit shown in figure. So in this, I of t is circulating. R value resistance is 10 ohm. Then L equal to 1 millihenry. The C equal to 10 microfarad, right? So what we have to do for a step, okay? For a step input, the overshoot in the output will be the overshoot in the output will be, okay? So first choice, first option, A equal to 0. A is 0 because since the system is under damped, the system is under dam. Under dam. B option is 5%. C option is 16%. D option is 48%. D option is 48%. So what is the answer? Solution. Okay. What is the solution for this? So solution. Solution. So what is the solution for the series RLC network? What is the output? What is the input? So here RLC, right? So we have to find transfer function, that is E of S, E naught of S to EA of S. E naught of S by E of S. What is E naught of S? E naught of S equal to voltage across the capacitor, that is 1 by SC I of S. I of S. So this is E naught. What is I of S? I of S equal to, take KVL loop, apply KVL loop here. So it will be VA of S equal to I of T equal to R into I of T plus L into D I of T by dt plus 1 by C integral I dt. So if you apply Laplace transfer function for this, you will be getting the E naught of S to EA of S. This is very typical problem. This is a best example for standard second order electrical circuit. So E naught of S to E of S will be VI of S, that is 1 by RCS. This is the standard one. Please remember this circuit and the transfer function model, then 1. Okay. So here we have to bring the denominator into standard second order, so that you divide numerator and denominator by LC in both numerator and denominator. Then E naught of S to EI of S equal to 1 by LC divided by S square plus if you divide LC, R by L of S plus 1 by LC. Now compare with the standard denominator, compare with the standard solution, standard second order system, S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. Okay. So now what is omega? Compare the constant term. Omega n square equal to 1 by LC. Omega n equal to 1 by root LC. Okay. Then compare the S coefficient on this. So comparing S coefficient. So 2 zeta omega n equal to R by L. So omega n is 1 by root LC. So we will be getting zeta equal to R by 2 square root of C by L. So this is zeta and omega n. We know the values of R equal to 100, L equal to 1 milli, and C equal to 10 microfarad. So by substituting R equal to 10 ohm, L equal to 1 millihenry, C equal to 10 microfarad. So substituting here in this expression, we will be getting 10 by 2 square root of C value is 10 into 10 power minus 6 divided by 1 into 10 power minus 3. We will be getting 0.5. So zeta value equal to 0.5. Okay. Zeta value equal to 0.5. Understand? So we have to find the underdamped system. The output or the step response input overshoot in the output will be C. C is the correct answer. Okay, because zeta is 0.5, so we have to substitute zeta value is 0.5. Then substitute the overshoot value. Overshoot expression is what? E power minus zeta pi divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square. So if you substitute in this expression, zeta value is 0.5. So for 0.5, always 16% overshoot. 16% overshoot, right? 16% overshoot. So the answer is C. Answer is C. So MP equal to 100 into e to the power minus zeta pi divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square. Understand? Then the second order response is given in the diagram graph. So we have to find the value of damping ratio. So from the underdamped control system response, if you want to determine damping ratio, first you have to observe the calculate the maximum overshoot. The maximum from the maximum overshoot we can easily determine the zeta value. Okay. Whenever you want to find a damping ratio from the second order underdamped control system, straight away go to the maximum overshoot. So what is this? This is C of, this point is C of TP, peak time. So what is TP? Peak time is 3 seconds. 3 seconds. So what is C of TP? C of TP is, so what is MP? Maximum overshoot is C of TP minus C of infinity. Okay, C of infinity divided by C of infinity. So what is C of infinity here? 1.04. So this is the steady state value. Steady state value. So if MP equal to 1.254 minus 1.04, you get 0.2, 1.0, 1.254. From this, you substitute. So if you substitute this value here, 1.04, you will be getting 0.2. Okay. So maximum overshoot equal to 0.2. So please remember from this MP equal to e to the power minus zeta pi divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square. Apply natural log on both sides. So ln MP equal to this becomes zeta pi divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square. Okay, so ln pi. So what is from this we can square on both sides. So then we can get expression for zeta. So zeta, you remember this. So zeta will be equal to ln maximum overshoot whole square divided by ln MP square plus pi square. So this is the, so please remember this relation zeta equal to ln MP square root of ln MP square divided by ln MP square natural log MP square plus pi square. So MP is 0.2. So ln 0.2 you substitute here. So we'll be getting, so MP, by knowing MP equal to 0.2 and we can get the zeta value equal to 0.46. 0.46. This is an underdamped system. Okay, 0.46. Next is find the damped frequency of oscillations for this system. So we have to find omega d, damped frequency. So if you want to find omega d, what we have to do? Omega n square root of 1 minus zeta square. So from this system, we got to find both omega n and zeta value. So the options For this question, options, correct answer, A equal to 4 radians per second, 4 cycles per second. So B equal to 2 by pi radian per second. 3 C, 4 radian per second. D, 4 pi cycles per second. Okay, so this is the damped frequency of oscillations. So first to find the transfer function. Okay, first to find the transfer function. So what is the transfer function here? This is for 20 into 5, 50. So feed forward. So C of S by R of S. So forward path. So you can directly easily write like this. Numerator will be 100 divided by, okay, denominator. What is the denominator? So this into this. So 0.2 into 100. 0.2 into 100 is 20, right? 0.2 into 100 is 20. So we will be getting simply the transfer function will be S plus 1, S plus 5. You try to write like this into 20. Okay. So then simplify the denominator. C of S by R of S equal to 100 divided by S square plus 6S plus 25. 20 plus this 5. So 25. So you compare with the denominator, compare with the standard characteristic equation. S square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. So this omega n square, compare the constant term first to determine the omega n. So omega n equal to omega n square equal to 25. So that what will be the omega n? 5 radians per second. 5 radians per second. Omega n is 5 radians per second. So next compare the coefficient of S term, zeta omega n equal to 6. Okay, 6. So omega n is 5. So 2 zeta equal to 6 divided by 2 into 5. So 2 into 5 is 10.6. So zeta equal to 6 by 10. Okay, 6 by 10. That is 6 by 10 point 6 by 10. Okay, that is 0.6. 0.6. Clear? 0.6. Substitute in the omega d expression. Omega n is 5. 5 into square root of 1 minus 0.6 square. Okay. So 0.6 square, 1 minus 0.6 square, what do you get? So you can also calculate without a decimal because denominator contains 5, 10. So this can be simplified by like 3 by 5. Okay, 3 by 5. Substitute here, omega d equal to 5 square root of 1 minus 3 by 5 whole square. So LCM, take LCM for this, square root of 5 square minus 3 square divided by 5 square. So what you get? Omega d equal to 5 square root of 25 minus 9 divided by 5. So 5 cancel. So 25 minus 9. So 25 minus 9, 16. Root 16, which is 4 radians per second. You see, which is the correct answer? So C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. 4 radians per second. Understand? Next is, consider the system shown in figure. Determine the value of K such that damping ratio is 0.5. Obtain rise time peak time, maximum overshoot, settling time for the unit step response. So this is very similar, very easy. First, find C of S by R of S by reducing the block by using the block reduction technique. So C of S by R of S will be first you have to calculate, then find out, compare with the standard second order system. Okay, so first to simplify this loop, what is the loop value? You can directly write, practice how to simplify this so we can save the time. Okay, so this block is reduced. Okay, this is a unity, negative feedback loop. So this loop answer is 10 divided by S plus 0.8. Okay, 0.8 S plus 0.8 plus 10K plus 10K. So this is the inner loop. Then into 1 by S. So into 1 by S. That will be the inner loop. Then again you have to apply a unity feedback control system. So you will be getting C of S by R of S. C of S by R of S equal to 10 divided by again 1 S into S plus 0.8 plus 10K plus 10. This is a very simple, easiest way of writing this. So C of S by R of S. C of S by R of S equal to, bring it to standard second order form. So S square plus 0.8 S plus 10K, 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 right. So S 0.8 S, 10K S plus 10, okay, plus 10. Right or S into S square, 0.8 S, 10K S plus 10, right? 10K S plus 10. So again, bring it to common term, S square plus, we take S common term, 0.8 plus 10K. Okay, plus 10K plus 10K plus 10. Okay, now compare with the standard form, omega n square equal to root 10. 2 zeta omega n equal to 0.8 plus 10K. So omega n square equal to 10, root 10 is substitute here. Then root 10 omega n square equal to root 10. So 2 zeta. Okay. Here zeta value is given as 0.5. We go back here. So zeta value is 0.5. So 2 into 0.51. So omega n equal to, so root 10 equal to 0.8. So root 10 equal to 0.8 plus 10K. So K will be 10K equal to root 10 minus 0.8 divided by 10. Okay. So 10K equal to root 10 minus 0.8. So K become root 10 divided by 10 minus 0.8 by 10. So we will be getting 0.236. So K equal to 0.236. So substitute here. Now zeta value known, omega n is also known, K value is also known. Okay. Or yes, right, no problem. Okay. Now what is the rise time? So rise time TR equal to pi minus 5 divided by square root of 1 minus zeta square, omega n square root of zeta square, omega d, right? Omega d. So phi is, you can use either cos inverse of zeta or tan inverse of the square root of 1 minus zeta square divided by zeta square, zeta, right? So if you use zeta, for zeta equal to 0.5, cos inverse of zeta equal to pi by 3, pi by 3, okay, 60 degrees. So pi minus pi by 3 divided by omega n is root 10 into 1 minus 0.5 square. So if we simplify this 10 into square root of 1 minus 0.5 square. So this can be written as 0.5 can be written as 10 by 0.5 is 1 by 2. So you can put 1 by 2 here instead of 0.5. You can put 1 by 2 whole square. So 1 by 2. So pi minus 3 pi minus pi 2 pi by 3, 2 pi by 3 root 10 2 square minus 1 square, 2 square minus 1 square by 2 square. 2 square is if you take root, apply root here, so it becomes 2. 10 by 2. Inside 2 square is 4. 4 minus 1 square, 3 square. 4 minus 1, 3. So root 3. So 210 into root 3 by 2. So we will be getting around 0.74 seconds. 0.74 seconds. This is the rise time. So next is peak time. So peak time equal to pi by omega d. Pi by omega d. Okay. So if you substitute these values here, so the peak time equal to 1.1 seconds. Okay. Similarly, maximum overshoot, you supply here. Percentage overshoot is e to the power minus 100 into e to the power minus zeta pi. Everything is exponential to the power. So square root of 1 minus zeta square. To substitute the values here, 0.163 into 100%. So 16.3%. 16.3%. Okay. So next is settling time for 2% tolerance. We know 2% tolerance settling time is 4 by zeta omega n. So substitute the zeta value and omega n here, 4 by 0.5 square root of 10. So we will be getting around 2.53 seconds. 2.53 seconds. Clear? So this all is similar problems comes under time response analysis. Okay, time response analysis. So we will continue further discussion on time response analysis in the next class. Thank you very much.